beautiful. I'm gonna intro the video with that. I'll fade right in with that. Yeah. It's Jorb. I love gear. I'm here with the one and only
Moot Booxle.
It's good to see you, Moot.
Hey,
we chat on the internet a little bit, but I've seen you all over. I want to hear about some of the Suit and Tie Guy STG Soundlabs stuff.
I would be glad to tell you about it. So,
go ahead.
So Suit and Tie Guy has been making modules for many years, and started off in Moog format, and then sort of like moved into Eurorack, and so a lot of these are available in Moog format as well. But we decided only to show the Euro stuff this year, because he finally has a complete system.
Right.
Like, he has VCOs now. He has, he's had a big complement of filters forever. He has the best envelope generator ever made. And this system is pretty much a comprehensive look at what he has. Normally he sells these boats here, and it's Mother 32 sized boats, and they're not necessarily complete systems, but they're all kind of like different building blocks, like designed around different ideas. So this is the Radiophonic 3, and you see there's not even a filter in there. It's just
a wave
oscillators in a wave folder, yeah. And then there's one that's got the Sea Devils. There's one that's got the post-lawsuit. So the Sea Devils filter is based on the Synthy filter, and the post-lawsuit LPF is based on the ARP 2600 Mark III. After that, because they had the one that was like the Moog ladder filter, and apparently they, were threatened with legal action. So, yeah. So I mean, it's not necessarily lawsuit, but it sounds cool.
Sure.
And yeah. So this is a really nice system. It's just three boats and kind of like the best of all worlds.
Does he sell this as a whole unit, or is that the intention? Or
this unit is for sale, but it's currently a one-off.
Oh, okay. Just here at Knobcon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there will be like systems similar to this for sale though, that are configured like however you want.
Okay.
But
does it make sense to go top to bottom?
You bet, yeah. So the VCO, what makes this VCO interesting is the tuning, the way the tuning works. So, every oscillator normally has some fine-tune control, right? Just like a way to detune it in synths. But the range control works a bit like the Jupiter range control, where it's a scanned pot. So let me just play this one oscillator real quick. Okay, so all the way at the bottom, it's a LFO. Yeah. Okay. So that's a pretty big LFO range there. And then you got octaves. Oh, it's because I'm doing weird FM. Sorry, let me get rid of that.
No,
okay.
You're okay. There we go. Wow.
And then eventually you get to wide mode.
The whole range?
That way you can just the whole range of the oscillator. Okay, so you have that, and then you have semitones. So it makes it so fast to get exactly what interval you want. So if I have this one and I don't know how many oscillators like you can get a fifth that fast.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, and then there's the drift generator in here, which is a pseudo-random. Yeah, it's not random. It's not any sample and hold or anything. It's its own thing.
Like a cyclical drift.
Yep, and this thing it will just do its own thing, and how much ever, at whatever rate you want, and that's CV controllable. So we'll just listen to him beat for a second. And it just adds some nice,
cool.
beautiful slop to the whole thing.
Right.
And so right now we're hearing the post lawsuit filter at the moment. Very, very ARP-y quality. Let's get a square wave on the bottom. There we go. So you can do all that great Stevie one. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so the dot mix is based on the Moog CP3,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so it's got that asymmetrical distortion.
Yeah, they distort after 50% or 75% or.
Yeah, and it only on one side of the waveform more than the other, and it's just a beautiful musical sound. This is coming off of the wave folder. We can hear just the wave folder.
Wow.
Maybe you want to get a shot of the oscilloscope on the wave folder, so we can just send the wave folder a. Okay, what's the other thing?
Where else are we?
Get that out of the way. All right, so we're sending the wave folder triangle wave into the input, and so now we'll mangle that triangle wave.
Great visual.
And there's a bit of noise on the line you can see there, but like it's getting close enough for rock and roll. So this is, you're seeing, you know, just by changing this offset, I'm getting stuff that looks like pulse width modulation, but there's all of these fuzzy edges to the, so it's not really a square wave, but it's got fuzzy edges to it, and I can just keep folding it over. Back to the, you know, almost a sine.
Back to where we were. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't deal with frustration.
And you can also see the curves of the envelope generator. I might as well talk about that for a second. The envelope generator, if you'll notice, there's an A row and a B row. Let me pull this down so you can see the labels on the controls. So B has a completely different set of controls.
Okay.
So A, this will be a gate delay, and on B it's just the attack of the yeah. So by combining output A and output B, you can do some very complicated stuff without needing any other modules.
Wow, okay.
And like I like to do a stereo thing where I have filter this controlling one filter and this controlling another filter, so that the difference.
But different.
Yes.
Okay.
And Trapezoid Mode puts this thing into like the Synthi 100.
Yep.
And like the Trapezoid generator from.
And this is telling us, so in your ADSR model, these are controls for each. In your trapezoid mode, okay.
Yep.
That even that already is like, I know what I'm looking at now.
Each stage will output its control voltage, which is pretty neat.
Okay.
And each stage has CV input.
Okay.
And which is pretty great.
What does the CV in for each stage get you then?
So like.
So say you're on ADSR.
All
and you have
right.
CV.
Here, I'll do.
So,
I'll demonstrate it.
You're
Watch
lengthening
this.
the attack with it, or?
Yeah, like check it out. I could just be like, okay. So right now I will send an LFO to time 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the envelope that's controlling my filter.
Gotcha.
Okay, actually I want time 2.
Okay, and it's changing with this LFO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Great example. So it's time for all of these, or level if it's a sustained level?
Yes.
Understood.
Which, I mean, as you can imagine, you combine that with a sequencer, you can get, like, when you're
So
doing it
much-
on one per step,
Yeah.
some pretty far out stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great examples.
Thanks, man.
Okay, cool. I think that was a quick glimpse at every row. Anything else you really want to tell us about this? Anything else you really want to see?
No, I think that's
I think that you did a great
pretty
job,
much
Moot.
covers it. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, Moot, play us out.